Canucks.
Yes.
They are graying hair for young men as well after the last, a little while.
It's been a tough couple of weeks, right?
It's so difficult. And this was, of course, last evening in Winnipeg. Alex Burrows ending the scoring drought with not one but 2 goals. Boy, does he feel better about that. You could see him smiling on the bench. But Canuck fans had to feel better about that when Chris Higgins did win this one in the shootout. Big deal. Everybody was jumping off the bandwagon. Had they lost to Winnipeg, there would have been more jumping off the bandwagon. And now the question, would you renew your Canucks season tickets? I can't afford Canucks season tickets personally.
Neither can I. But yeah, you're right. This sort of leads to the next sort of chapter of this story. StubHub, the cheapest tickets for the remainder of the 8 home games, have decreased between 10 and 45% just from late January. And you can find them below face value at some places for like $40 now. I mean, you're even seeing people on Facebook saying, anybody want my tickets? Like, you know, giving you a bit of a deal on there. People trying to pawn off the tickets. So earlier this week, Mike Gillis sent a letter to season ticket holders explaining the trade of Roberto Luongo, asking those season ticket holders to keep confidence in the team. And sometimes the ticket sellers, like you'll hear in this clip, don't really have as much confidence in the team as Gillis does. Listen.
They know that the support isn't there. They know that the fans are not happy with management decisions. The decisions that management have made have been abysmal. They've been absolutely unbelievably bad. And what we're hearing, it's coming from ownership. Ownership is making hockey decisions, and they're not hockey people. So I can understand why the ship is faltering.
Wow, tell us how you really think. Holy moly, that is like full on calling out the Aquilinis. Interesting to see how this moves forward. We asked this question, as we mentioned, on Facebook. Here's what you have to say on the topic, and it starts with Nadine. I can't afford season tickets, but if I could, I'd say no. I don't think anyone should. Maybe then management might notice that not only are prices too high, but fans are not happy with the way things are going.
Next up, this is from Oliver. The team is a bunch of overpaid crybabies from management down. I haven't bought tickets in decades.
And we get one from Rick. I would if some big changes happened to the club.
And this is from Andrea. Not something that everyday Joes can afford. After watching our women's and men's Olympic hockey teams this year, hockey as a game doesn't get much better than that.
It's interesting. We are getting tagged as a group of fans who have a sense of entitlement when it comes to their team winning. There are so many teams around the National Hockey League who go through these slumps, these ebbs and flows, and we've enjoyed a couple of great President's Trophy winning and Stanley Cup run seasons. So, you know, you got to stick by your team through the lean times.